The centuries-old tradition of swan upping began on the England's River Thames as officials carried out the annual census of the royal swan population. The 5-day ceremony dating back to the 12th century sees the king's swan marker David Barber and his team travel along a 79-mile stretch of the river in traditional rowing boats to count swans, weigh cygnets, and check the birds for injuries and health problems.
That's the fourth one.
We're here swan upping today, but swan upping years and years ago, right back to the 12th century, it was a very important food, served up at banquets and feasts, and people used to be very, very proud of keeping swans. Of course, today, swan upping is nothing to do with eating swans. It's all about education and conservation.
Once used to identify swans for royal feasts, the event has now become focused on conservation and education. Officials said threats, including bird flu, discarded fishing equipment, and attacks involving catapults and air rifles, continue to affect swan numbers, highlighting the need to protect the iconic birds and their habitat.
Last year, we had 115 young cygnets, but that was quite low compared with sort of 3 or 4 years ago when we were up to about 140, 150. But we've had the problem of bird flu in the winter months, which has taken a lot of breeding pairs have died through that. We also have a lot of shootings with catapults, youngsters with catapults, air rifles, and so that causes another serious problem for us, and hence that's why we're having schools along, so we can try and get these young children to appreciate their wildlife.
The annual swan upping continues to preserve a historic royal tradition while supporting efforts to safeguard the future of Thames swans.